Mr. Boo.
Hello, part 2 is where we're at on this collection series. So yeah, that is the bottom 3 shelves of one of my bookshelves. So let's just get into it. This is my collection, my guru of entertainment collection part 2. So we start off with some Funkos. Obviously well known. Three Sisters, Disney movie, Hocus Pocus. The Sandersons, and I like them. She watched. This is the only thing I don't like. She just doesn't want to stand up, and maybe that explains why she rides a vacuum. Then going into it with our next one is from the TV series Ash vs. the Evil Dead. It is Ash Williams, and I mean, it looks like Bruce Campbell, and he's got his chainsaw hand and his... Come on, people. It's his boomstick. You gotta have your boomstick. And even a place to put the boomstick right there. Great detail. Loving it. Loving it. But before he gets like that and takes out the demonic trash, he worked at S-Mart, which they changed, I believe. Too little to read. But they changed it from S-Mart to something else in the show. Got his little wooden hand there. Instead of the chainsaw, got his little work outfit. He tries to entertain a woman and reads from the book, again, like a dummy. And yeah, that probably impressed her. You know, demons coming out, trying to kill you. And so he had to get back and dress like that, which barely fits him in the show. It's hilarious. But if you rewind the series a little bit back to the movies, we have one of a kind demon here. She was locked under the... Well, her stand fell. See, Deadites, you can't trust them. Her famous quote is "Dead by Dawn," and she does have this stand here to where it looks like she's floating, because as you know, she does float around in the movie, and at one point grows that. So I'm kind of really happy that came with it. Eventually, Ash kicks her bootay, because Ash Williams is the man, but that is my Evil Dead collection. And in this one, I guess I have 10 seconds to comply, because this is my RoboCop. And I love the detail on like the shocks or whatever these are back here on him. He's very stiff. He's not very articulate. He doesn't move a lot. But I mean, it's RoboCop. And if you grew up, I mean, I was born in 86. I watched a bunch of 80s and 90s movies. RoboCop was cool. RoboCop was one of them I had to have. And sliding into frame here, down here, Jessica Jones. As the next 3, her and the other 2, I will be showing her from the Netflix series of Marvel shows, which I believe are now on Disney, and I think that's just her hair's fading a little bit. Jessica Jones from her show. I love that the jacket it feels like leather. Netflix collectible. And if you've watched any of them, Jessica Jones, Daredevil, almost dropped the camera there. The Punisher is in a lot of them, and I mean, that does look like Jason Berthel, who plays the Punisher, and I hope will play him again in the new Disney Daredevil series. Again, the jacket, real nice material. Feels like it could be leather pleather. Then you got Daredevil. The only 2 I don't have is I don't have Iron Fist or Luke Cage. But I do have these 3 Defenders, which was also a show they were all in on Netflix. The Marvel Defenders. You can put his weapons right there, his little sticks. And I believe the aliens from a previous video that I put up are trying to abduct us once again. If you can tell, the lights are flickering. I'm not really sure what that's about. As this dude loses his weapon, Castlevania from Netflix. So we're sticking to a Netflix series here. Love the artwork, the detail, if it'll focus. Everything. I believe this is Trevor Beaumont. He comes with several different hands and heads, I believe. There's a sword. He's got his little daggers. He has a whip and a chain whip, which I think the cats are now proud owners of. And then I don't remember her name, but she is Castlevania. She travels with Trevor Bayamont to kick vampires' butts. Again, this is like a pleather leather material. I'd much rather it had been cloth, like some of my other collectibles. But the detail, like the anime, the eyes, everything, real good on these. And of course, you got Alucard, the son of Dracula, with his sword here. Again, I love the jackets. I wish she would have been more materialized in cloth. This feels like they are wearing some sort of leather jackets. She probably, at least this part, would have been cloth. And I'm going to take you now to a galaxy far, far away, starting with this itty bitty little Chewbacca. I don't even know where I got him, but he's here. I like him. He did come with a crossbow one time, but I think he doesn't hold it right, and it's probably in with a bunch of my extras, which has hands, heads, weapons. I mean, it could have feet for all I know. But I'm going from a Wookiee to whatever the hell Yoda is. The master himself, he's just a little toy. I think I got this from like a thrift store. I thought it was really neat, and it stands up really good on its own. Same with this little guy here. He stands up really good on his own. This, I believe, was Walmart. It was kind of one of those things where it was clearanced. Like, I guess a new series came out. He's got his little blowtorch thing and his gun. I mean, like, I love Star Wars. And Houdini. These guys were always really funny, the little Jawas. Now, going to, like, the newer ones, we've got, God, I don't even remember her name. I haven't watched the new ones in so long. So people are going to probably be like, it's so-and-so and blah, blah, blah. You call yourself a guru? I don't have the biggest memory of names. I'm not good with faces, and that is a very articulate face. But she becomes a Jedi, trains with Luke Skywalker, you all know. Now this guy, Kylo Ren, with his fancy olden lightsaber, and there's my child bringing in an much older Han Solo. But I love how the cape is actually, cloth, and I love Siths, and Kylo Ren. We all know how that ends. But before that happens, Han Solo, before he is betrayed by his son Kylo Ren, I love it. He's got his pistol, looks just like Han. It's really nice, really good. And then I think these were all Walmart, to be honest. As I know this next one was Walmart, and I love, again, cloth. You're going to hear me through this whole series adoring cloth. But Luke Skywalker, young Luke Skywalker, kind of like a retro-looking toy, which I like, and that's why I picked it up. And I had mentioned in part 1 how I was obsessed with these next two. Harley Quinn and the Joker. That was the Joker, obviously. I saw Harley sliding in and got excited. It's a really cute set. The story behind it is I found it at a comic store. I believe it was Fantasy Games again, at O'Fallon, Illinois, back where I'm from. It's from the comic book and the animated series Mad Love episode. It is really, really good, and it's just really cool. My wife got it for me for Valentine's, so I'm very proud of those. It even came with the graphic novel. And of course, we got Lieutenant Bard from the collector's edition, I believe, of Gears of War Judgment, which is kind of a prequel to Gears of War. But yeah, I mean, I like the detail. He's got his goggles. He's got his, gun, his old gun with the bayonet instead of the chainsaw. Gears of War was a good franchise, and I actually did like Judgment, and I'm probably going to get Judgment for saying that, but it was what it was, and it was fun for what it was. I liked it. Sticking with it, we got Gears of War 4, actually. Yeah, Gears of War 4. I've got Kat. I've got Marcus's son right here. I can't remember his name exactly. Got she had the shotgun. He has the beautiful chainsaw bayonet. I don't remember his name, but I know they're all friends in number 4. he's got the gun that launches the saw blades. And if you look in there, you can kind of see there are saw blades in there. That's really cool detail. And then, of course, when they go and get him back into the mess with his bloodied chainsaw gun that he does not want to hold. But if you're not, you can't make Marcus do anything Marcus don't want to do. It is the man himself, Marcus. He leads this group of 3 kids, one being his own, right there. And it's just a great game. Gears of War 4 was great. Still haven't played 5, but love the franchise for what it is. And it's fun. It's gory. Good storytelling. Rest in peace, Dom. All you fans will know what I mean. That was terrible. And as a man, I was bawling my eyes out. Then we've got the ice version of one of the dragons that gets taken down in Game of Thrones as we move to the last collection, which is Game of Thrones, my last couple of figurines here. But there is the Mother of Dragons herself. Really good detail. And then going on to, we have Arya Stark standing next to the big baddie that got slid in here. Big Baddie used to have some pretty cool accessories, some swords, kind of like Arya Stark has. But the cats decided they were going to go and film their own episodes of Game of Thrones and, took his weapons. And there is another wonderful person from the Game of Thrones series, one of my favorites. It is Jon Snow. Jon Snow, and I'm probably going to get crap for hesitating on that because everyone knows Jon Snow. But again, the detail, it's got their little wolf symbol. He's got the weapon. I love how they got little stands that actually say Game of Thrones. They are very dusty. I have to dust them along with my bookshelves. But this is my last 3 shelves, and I actually rearranged the other ones already from my last video, and there's room to put these guys on like the second shelf. And go from there. You never know. Making new room for new things is always a plus. And I guess I collected a limited Jason Voorhees edition of my child as well this time. So they won't fit on the shelf. Like I said last time, I do not have a big enough shelf. But I will see you in yet another one, as my collection has grown quite a bit and it just continues to grow. At least I hope. And I hope you will grow with me. So please like, subscribe. Hit the notification. If you like toys, I like toys. We all like toys. See you in the next one.